So I'll show you guys this gauntlet. Sitting at 4-1 right now. Doing pretty good. Um, I got some pretty good cards in it. Um, I got a couple Signs First Wishes, some Dunecasters. I got one Obelisk. Veil Hunter, underestimated card, but it does some pretty good stuff. Scaff Vakir. My 2 drops really ain't that good, but I was thinking, the obelisks, because I got 2 of the Fireblaze and 1 of the Windstorm. So I got a total of 4 obelisks. So it can get out of hand pretty quick. Staff Vakir. I got a Songweaver. Drafted an Inner Oasis. My later on cards aren't that good. I do got a Scarab and an Amara. But sitting at 4 wins. I haven't gotten more than 4 wins ever, so hopefully this is the time that I actually do it. I'm going to show you this game, though, because this was pretty funny. This game right here, this guy just rushes me so fast, and how I end up winning this one is crazy. So I got some pretty good cards. I mulligan the Dragon Bone Golem. He's one of the few big guys that I got. Everything else is like a 3 or a 4 drop. So I go ahead and I replace the Scarab, and I go ahead and drop the Card Master. He lets you replace an extra card. I'm like, something decent. He has different plans here. He really wants this thing dead. So he goes ahead and drops a Sapphire Seer, new card, Force Field. So it can take 2 hits. First one doesn't take any damage or lose any health. He goes ahead and inner focuses it and what's it called? Saber Spine Seal. So that thing's dead and it's still on the board. And the Force Field comes back every turn if you don't kill it. So I went ahead and dropped an Obelisk. And, I figured, well, I can probably get this thing killed here as long as it spawns in a decent place. He has different plans. He goes ahead and throws a Killing Edge on this thing. So now it's a 6-4. I'm down to 19 health. I misplay here, though. I needed to move this down 1 tile and then play the Sand Howler on the Mana Spring, and then I could have used the Staff of Akir. I did it in the wrong order, and pretty bad misplay. I didn't know what to do with the that Sunseer, so I just took it on. So it did 12 damage to me in 2 turns. And then he drops a Sunsteel Defender. Apparently in his draft, anything with Celerity and Force Field, he was all about it. I can't do anything with it. I didn't know what to do. I just run. I'm like, alright, get away from this guy. I got 11 health. This thing can kill me in 1 turn if I stay there. I go ahead and drop my own Sapphire Seer and buff it up with the Scion's First Wish. He doesn't care. Once again, he's just gonna go straight face and just crush me, this thing. So he hits me for he drops the first Sword of a Crane and gives it 6 attack. So now I'm sitting at 3 health, and I'm surrounded by a 6-1 and a 7-7. And this is only turn 4, and I'm at 3 health. I go ahead and move down. I get rid of the Sunsteel with my Dervish and the Sapphire Seer. And then I just once again I'm running. I don't want anything to do with this first sword of a crane. Um, so I drop a sand howler and I drop a obelisk. Anything pretty much kills me right now. A rush cat, Phoenix fire, whatever. 3 damage is all he needs. So he takes the first sword of a crane, takes out my dervish, and he drops a war talon, my buddy. um, this thing has helped me out so many times in gauntlet. Um, but I have dominate will, so I can take this thing over and eliminate the first sword of a crane. So that's what I do. I take it over. This thing's now mine. I used the 2 dervishes that the obelisks created and took out the first sword of a crane. I used my sapphire seer to bop him for 3. And then I move up here just in case he does have a rush cat on his next turn. The provoke will keep him from smacking me with it, hopefully. That was the thinking on that. Still 3 health. He's sitting at 14. He's got a white widow, which is pretty dangerous for what I got going on here with 3 health. But Songweaver, this War Talon's going to become a 5/10 with Frenzy and Flying and Provoke. So, yeah, they kind of need to change Flying or Songweaver, one or the other. He takes out everything of his. I use a Dunecaster to buff up this Dervish to keep it on the board. I mulligan the Rust Crawler, and I use Inner Oasis to give everything on the board 3 more health. So I got a 5/11. I mean, everything's just all kinds of beefy. Once again, the Sapphire Seer, Force Field, it can take 1 hit, and it does no damage to it. The Force Field comes back, 3 damage, and I'm dead. He's sitting at 2. I'm like, what's he gonna do? He Healing Mystics. You don't have enough Healing Mystics in your deck to save you from that one. He uses Mist Dragon Seal. Still not enough. I'm thinking, watch, he's gonna have an Inner Focus and smoke me, but he concedes. Man, that was a good game. But, I don't know. I love this game, man. It's so my speed. It makes you think, and it doesn't involve a gun and shooting it and trying to kill a bunch of little kids. It's more my speed. Well, hopefully I get 5 wins out of this. I'll talk.